draw the season to a close by looking at site assessment. And site assessment is really important. Today we look at it in an older landscape. Last segment was on a new landscape. We're going to look at the same three factors because they're the most important, but we're going to look at them with different eyes this time. Now the vegetation here, the big trees, the wall of shrubs, all the plants really go together to form a more cloistered environment in this particular landscape than what we saw the week before. And this different microclimate is going to give you an advantage. You'll be able to grow different things if you're a little bit on the adventuresome side. Maybe some Rose of Sharon or Wisteria or maybe even a Weigelia that the other location just wouldn't support. Now by the looks of this soil, I'd say it's better just from the standpoint of how it appears than what we looked at last week. But you really can't make that assumption, you know? You really need a soil test and you really need to get into the chemistry of the soil. The old adage, you know, don't guess, soil test is really true here. So we'll take our soil sample here and in the ornamental beds and then we'll really know. The last thing we'll look at today is sun and shade. Obviously a very different environment than the one we looked at last week. Here we have big trees, medium-sized trees, older soils, a very different environment. Here we'll have morning sun and afternoon shade and those types of issues to really consider as you move throughout the landscape. And as you move throughout the landscape, take a clipboard and a piece of paper and draw down different things. Look at the soils, document things about utilities and about afternoon shadows that might be cast, all the different things that really will be helpful when you go to the garden center and start picking up plants. All right, well, it's going to wrap it up for this year's Garden Steps. We'll be back again next year and really help you to have a good, sustainable garden.